Hey everybody, this is Peter with on Rights and Title land on our channel Rights and Title. We're in the Tŝilhqot'in caretaker land, 1,700 square kilometers. Tonight I'm just working on a few flower pots. These were solid, well, this wasn't solid, but these were hollow. Found in the bush like this, I planed them down. It's almost like Katy fir. I just brushed the insides of them out, but I noticed I just needed to brush out a little bit more on this one here, so I'm going to do that before. Then I'm going to cut them down. I've got 3 of these, so I want to cut them down and make 6 pots. Okay, I have that looking pretty clean now. So earlier on I did a couple lines here. Not those kind of lines, I mean like lines on this log here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to cut this nice and straight, because that's going to have to initially sit down flat, right? So we'll see how I can do. I should actually just put this over the end of the table, then I don't have to worry about, because you can see it's kind of all over the place, right? These were actually cut from a tree. And then somebody realized the center of it was all rotten, so they just left it there. Then I found them and I was like, oh, these things are sweet. It must have been a few years ago they cut them, but because all this outside wood here is solid wood, which makes it awesome for something like this, right? Who'd ever thought? I still got to take up a couple more inches. That thing doesn't really look like it was sitting Yeah, I'm just looking for a square. So this square will give me an idea of how close. Right there is perfect, straight up and down. This side's out a little bit. This side's out, out, out. So this side and this side come down. So that means this side here, I can take this side down a little bit. So I think I'm going to cut this in half again. So to cut this in half, see, I think it's just going to be easier for me just to put it down on the ground. See how well, I think I know what I'll do. I think I'll put these on a board. Screw these up from the bottom so they're kind of level, a little bit level. Cut them all off with the sawmill, and then turn them around and then screw them back down and do it the other way, because I don't know how else to cut these perfectly. Well, that's not bad. That one's not bad. Then it just has to come up and trim the top off flush, right? Well, that one's not bad neither. So I do have to cut the tops of those suckers off. Got to do the same to the other two. I was almost thinking about fire burning the insides of these. I might try it on one. Okay, what I'm doing here is filling up the inside of this one with wood ash. So I'll let that burn for a little while just to get that inside all charcoaled up. I'll only do it to the one because I'm not too sure if it's going to crack it or not. Seems like it's pretty dry wood. But if that works, then I'll do it to the other ones too, right? Because I just want to add some wanted to add like some creosote. What it does is it brings the creosote out of the wood. Right? And it tempers the wood, and it also brings the creosote out, which makes it waterproof on the inside, right? So if somebody wanted to use it as a flower pot, they very much well could, right? So I've got a couple more here I want to cut down. think I'll cut this one down. I don't know if that line just started forming, but I don't want to do that if I'm going to risk cracking it. Not all cracked up to be what I thought it was going to be. Okay, I got a couple of them anyways. I better do a couple more. But I still like the idea of burning the insides. But I probably won't. But it's not a bad idea. I'm just wondering here. Still I wonder, still I wonder. No. I think I'm still going to brush these a little bit with the chainsaw. I've got one more to cut. Well, these are all sitting pretty flat, but or are they? When you look at these things at a different perspective, they don't look quite the way they should. So So what I have to do right now is going to be pretty tedious. I'll probably come back in a little bit. I have to mark all these out, right? What I'm going to do is I guess I'm just going to come square off of this front side here. Not all of them. That one's probably not too bad. Or is that the one I just did? There's a couple of these that are sitting fairly unlevel, right? The way I'd like to see them sit. So, just have to figure out the best way to cut these. Usually, like on a round pole, like if it's perfectly round, you can just get a big piece of paper, like building paper, or a piece of tin, and wrap it around there and line those edges up on that tin, and you know it's good. But with this, it's non-typical, so yeah, we do what we got to do, I guess. We got to mark those suckers out and then cut them. So I'll be back in a bit once I mark these suckers out.